Okay, so why don't you guys start out by telling us a little bit about yourself. We'll start with Jeff.
My name is Jeff Jeffers. I live in Fredericksburg, Texas. Former high school teacher, football coach, restaurant owner, real estate agent, skydiver, lots of other things. And at the moment, I'm doing quite a bit of acting, performing, and enjoying it.
So when did you get interested in doing it? Have you been doing it your whole life, or did it all of a sudden
about
just
4
happen?
years ago. The director of the Fredericksburg Theater Company called me, and they needed an Ali Hakam for Oklahoma, and that was kind of my first foray into theater, and I kind of fell in love with it, and been doing it ever since.
Okay. And how about you, Kate? Can you tell us a little more about you?
Yeah, my name's Kate Lachine, and I started performing when I was 4, actually, in dance classes, dance recitals, and then ended up in a few musicals in high school, and then other types of plays, and so I just fell in love with it then and went to college for theater, and I've been doing it since high school, and now I teach theater as well as perform and do dialect coaching, so I get to do it all the time, which is great.
So where did you go to college?
I went to Butler University in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay. And then where do you teach?
I teach at Texas State.
Oh, cool. That's fun.
Mm-hmm.
So you guys kind of a little different way of getting about it, but you still ended up here together.
Certainly.
Yeah, so tell us a little bit about this play and what it's all about.
It's at its most basic form, it's a love story, and there are a lot of underlying currents, existential philosophies that kind of run through it, along with chaos theory, string theory, multiple universes.
Your classic love stuff.
And then
right.
some beekeeping thrown in there. So if somebody just wants to come and see a great show and follow a story and go the roller coaster of emotions that go with a love story, then they can find that. If they want some deeper stuff, then this is certainly postmodern theater that doesn't answer any questions, it poses them.
Mm-hmm.
So
And there's a lot about the difference between choice and destiny in your life as well. So it would be another underlying theme, I'd say.
Very good. Now I know that I've seen, different shows here at the Playhouse and around and about, and I actually saw you in the Fredericksburg version of Beauty and the Beast when you played Gaston.
yes, ma'am.
And that's a huge production. Have you been in really big productions as well, Kate?
Yes, not around here. I'm from Ohio originally, and so I've only been in Texas a little over a year, but I used to do, I still do, I just haven't done one in a while, musicals and that sort of thing. So I've been in several musicals, Singing in the Rain and Thoroughly Modern Millie, big tap dance shows and that sort of thing. So yeah, I've done a lot of larger shows as well, but recently I've been in a lot of small cast, more dramatic stuff.
And that was going to be my next question too. So you do these big, huge, productions, and then this is very small and intimate. How do you prepare for something so much more small and intimate, and especially in a place like this where you are very close to your audience and you can pretty much see their reactions as you go along? How does that work for you guys?
Well, this is by far the most intimate small show that I've ever been in. Most of the things that I've done have been pretty large musicals, and so it's interesting. Certainly, learning half of an entire script of dialogue can be challenging. But as far as looking at faces, I can blank out faces when I'm looking at an audience and stay focused in the moment. And so, yeah, I know there are people there, but I don't really see the faces. I guess it's just a mechanism that I use that way I don't get distracted. I don't know about you, but...
Yeah. Once you are really into the show, you know they're there, but you don't really think about it too much. And I would say with a show like this, where it's just two people on stage, just talking the whole time, it's so much about listening to each other and being responsive in the moment. So there are things that we've rehearsed, obviously, but there's little nuance. I've been thinking about this play, this whole script as an exercise in specificity. It's a really great challenge for an actor in that way. And you have to be so specific with what you're feeling and who you are and what you're thinking, and then you have to be listening to the other actors so that you can respond off of what they give you. And so that's part of all theater, but for a show like this, it's hugely important.
And in this show, all of that changes every minute.
Yeah.
You're playing the same character, but slightly different. In these little vignettes that we do, so it's a bit more challenging than just playing a linear couple working through their way through life.
Mhm.
Definitely. I was watching a little bit of the rehearsal. It looks like it's going to be very interesting.
Come see us in Constellations, October 27th through November 19th at the Playhouse Theater in San Antonio. Shows are 7:30 each night and 2 o'clock matinees on Sundays.
Yep.
Wow.
Well, thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
Certainly.